Okay, let's start. I was given it a minute or so to get other people to come on board, but we might have just us today, which is fabulous. So we're gonna do a little movement and a little stretching, and how's that sound?
Good.
Okay, good. All right, so let's start. I'm gonna mute you guys, mute all. And let's start on our mats on the floor on our back. And let's take a moment to arrive. So we start on our mat, on our back. And we take a deep breath in. And then let it go out the mouth. And then take another deep breath in. And let it go out the mouth. The last time in, and then out. And then you're gonna kind of slide your arms against the floor like angel wings and grab a hold of your left wrist with your right fingers and flex your feet and then press your thighs down and go up and then go over to the right. So side body stretch on the ground. And then release that and switch sides. So grab a hold of the right wrist and flex your feet and press your thighs down and go up and then go over to the left. And then release that and now bring the right foot in. So tree pose, we're gonna do the same thing with the leg now, adding on, grabbing hold of the left wrist and go over to the right with the right leg in tree. And then switch sides, left leg's gonna come into tree. You're gonna grab a hold of the right wrist and then go over to the left. And then draw the knees into the chest and give them a tug. And then begin to rock your body forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And then come on to hands and knees. And then begin to circle the hips around and forward and down. So around and forward and down and around. Maybe circle your head and neck one way. And then come back to center and switch direction of the circles, forward and around and down. Forward, around, and down. And then come back to center, little cat and cow. So you're gonna inhale, arch up, look up, and exhale, curl. A couple times, inhaling and exhaling. Last set. And then tuck your toes and lift your hips and come all the way into downward facing dog and then begin to pedal out your feet. Bend the right knee as you sink the left heel down and then switch sides. Just pedal, pedal, pedal. And then inhale the right leg up and back and reach, 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 reach. And then step it between your hands. Coming into a low lunge. And you're gonna bend the back knee and then straighten the leg. And then just bending and straightening. Just kind of lubing the joints. 2 more. Last time. And then plant the palms and step the right foot back, sweep the left. Finding your way back to dog and then kind of pedaling out the feet again. Bend, bend, bend. And then when you're ready, reach the left leg up and back. Reach, 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 reach. And then step back between the hands, coming into the lunge on the other side. So the torso, the upper body stays stagnant, doesn't move, and the back leg just kind of bends and straightens. The sternum bone reaches, the crown of the head reaches away from the heel, and then breathe here. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. And then plant the palms, step the foot back, finding your way back to dog again. Pedaling out the feet. And then bring both feet together, both big toes together in your dog, and press your hips back. Let your head and neck shake it yes, shake it no. And then separate your pinky toes to the outer edges of your mat and walk your hands towards your feet, stacking your hips right over your heels and cupping your fingers, and then let your head and neck go long spine. And bend your knees and come into a squat. So keep your torso parallel to the floor, your hands on the floor. Just bend your hips to the height of your knees, and then pull your chest forward, gazing towards the front of your mat, and then exhale, forward fold. Let's do that a couple times, just kind of warming up the spine and the hips. Bend and squat and look forward, and then exhale, straighten the legs, release. One more time, bend, squat, gaze slightly in front, and then exhale, straighten and release. Nice. Walk your hands back to the front of your mat, finding your way back to dog, heel toe your feet back, hip distance. And then inhale the right leg up and back, reach, 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 reach. And exhale, step it between your hands, drop the back knee down. So we build gradually, and then walk yourself up to the top of the right thigh. And then we're just gonna squat and sink into that hip, and then lift up. And so squat, if you need to pad your knee, feel free to pad your knee. So just bending and lifting, bending and lifting. Nice. Don't forget to breathe. Last time, bending, and this time straighten the leg. So we're gonna get a nice juicy hamstring stretch. So pull the toes towards you, right? And walk your hands as far forward as you're comfortable, and put a micro bend in the right knee so that you really feel the stretch in the hamstring. And let your head and neck go. Deep belly breaths. Nice. Rebend the right knee. Plant the palms, step the right foot back to meet the left, finding your way back to dog. Pedaling out the feet, warming up the bones. And when you're ready, reach the left leg up and back. Reach, 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 reach. And then step it between your hands, dropping the back knee down, crawling your torso up. So we do the same thing on this side as we did on the other. We bend into the hip, and then we come out, and we bend, and then we lift up out. Two more times, just oiling, right, lubricating that hip joint, the glute muscle. One more with movement. And this time, straighten the leg. Flex the toes, micro bend in the left knee so you can feel the stretch happening in the hamstring, and let your head and neck go. Nice. Two more deep belly breaths. Last breath. Beautiful. Rebending the knee, step the foot back, finding your way back to downward dog, pedaling out the feet, pedal, pedal, pedal. And step your left foot between your hands, and then step your right foot between your hands, and then forward fold. Let the head and neck go. And then walk your hands up your shins. Walk your hands up your thighs. Come to standing. Let's do a couple sun salutations just to kind of get things moving a little bit. And then we'll move into deep stretching. Move this back here so you can see me better. So coming to the top of your mat, just kind of shake everything out a little bit. Shake your fingers, shake your wrists, get a little movement going in your knees, kind of springy, light, and then find stillness. On an inhale, arms reach, look up. On an exhale, down you go, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, step the feet back, top and push up. Inhale at the top. Exhale to go down. Maybe this first one, baby cobra, and then exhale back to downward facing dog, filling out the feet. Nice. 2 breaths. Step the right foot between your hands. Step the left foot. Inhale, long spine arch up. Exhale, forward fold, down you go. Inhaling, round spine, spread the wings to come up. Exhale, heart center. Let's do a few of these. Here we go. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Long spine on the inhales, you arch up. Step it back. Exhale. Pause at the top. Inhale. Now you can go wherever you like, all the way down to the floor or halfway on your exhale. Inhale it up. Exhale it back. Ooh. 3 breaths in downward dog. Let your head be heavy. You want to shake it, yes, or shake it, no. One more breath. Step your left foot between your hands, then step your right. On an inhale, arch up, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling all the way up to standing. Reach, 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 reach. Exhaling, heart center. 2 more. Inhale. Moving energy. Exhale. Nice and easy does it. Inhale. Step it back. Exhale. Pause at the top. Lowering as you exhale. Inhaling it up. Exhaling it back. Oh, feels so good to move and breathe. One more breath. Step your left foot between your hands. Step your right foot. On an inhale, arch up, long spine. Exhale, down you go. Rising on the inhale with a round back. Pulling into the heart on your exhale. Last one. Moving stagnant energy. Inhale, arms reach, look up. Exhale, down you go. Inhale up. Exhale back. Pausing at the top to inhale. Lowering on the exhale. Inhale up. Exhale back. Woo. 3 breaths here. Let the head go. One more breath. Step the right foot between your hands. Step the left foot. Long spine on the inhale. Forward fold on your exhale. Rising with bent knees, rolling up the spine to come up to standing. And right into the heart center. Nice work. Let's do a couple side bends. So separate your feet greater than hip distance. Get a nice wide stance, right? And then inhale, reach the arms up. Grab a hold of the left wrist. And then just lean over to the right. But push evenly into both feet. So don't let one hip sway over to the other. Keep the hips and the pelvis at the sacrum level. Nice. Then come up to standing. Switch sides. Grab a hold of the right wrist. Go up and then go over. Don't let the hips swivel. Keep them level and even. And then release and go all the way down. Forward fold. Place your hands on your shins. Inhale, arch up, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more times. Hands on shins, arch up. Let it go. 1 more time. Long spine arch. Let it go. Nice. Clasp your hands together behind your neck. Let your elbows come in towards each other. And then pull, gently pull your head towards your knees. Getting a nice juicy stretch in the back of the head and the neck. Then release the hands and clasp them together behind the back. And then draw the arms up and over. Oh. Let the head and neck go. And then release that and come all the way down to the ground. And extend your legs out in front of you. We readjust the camera. And shake it out. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, down. You go down the legs. And inhale it up. And draw the right leg in. And this, we're going to kind of roll that thigh forward and then roll it back. And we'll just kind of roll that thigh forward and roll it back. And then inhale, arms come up. And exhale, down you go. One more breath. And then inhale, come up and bring the left arm up and bring the left arm back. And bring the right arm up and then bring the right arm across the legs. So we take a gentle twist. One more deep belly breath. Come back to center and switch sides. Right leg extends out. Left leg draws in. And then we do that whole turn the leg in, turn the leg out, turn the hip and the thigh in, turn it out. One more time. Turn the hip and the thigh in, turn, rotate, turn it out. Now inhale, arms reach. Exhale, woo, down you go. Two more breaths here in this shape. And then inhale, come up. Right arm extends up, right arm reaches back, left arm reaches up, left arm reaches across, and now we twist, gentle twist, gazing over the right shoulder. Flex the right foot, right, and then push. You're gonna get a little bit more extension out of the right hip. And then come back to center. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. And we'll do some active stretching. So first, just kind of let the inner groins flap. And now press the heels and the feet. Press the feet together. You're gonna feel the inner groins fire up and come alive. And then release. And then press them together and then release. And one more time, press and then release. Now take your elbows and pull them in front of your shins and then round the spine. Let the head and neck go. One more breath. Nice. And then come up and let's go all the way out to the splits. And so you can work it up here, or you can come down to your elbows, whichever one works best for you. You're gonna start by flexing the feet, pulling the heels up off the floor. So you're pushing into the balls of the feet and the heels, and then release the heels. And let's do it again. Waking up the groin and the inner thighs, the adductors, and then release. One more time. Push and lift the heels, and then let all that effort go and round into the spine. Two more breaths. Last breath. Curl yourself up. You're going to bend the left knee and bring the sole of the foot in. You're going to take the right elbow and place it on the top of the right thigh, and then just let the palm rest on the top of the shin. Reach the left arm up and just twist and breathe into the surface of the underneath the left armpit. Now bend the elbow and clasp the back of your head with your pinchers, right? And give yourself a nice massage. Just kind of dig into the neck with the thumb and that finger. Oh yeah, let the head roll one way. Let the head roll the other. And now lean back into the palm and let the left elbow reach up towards the ceiling. Use the right forearm as kind of leverage to twist through the rib cage a little bit deeper. Breathe. One more cycle of breath. Beautiful. Release the left arm back up towards the ceiling. Now reach side bend. Side bend. Reach over towards the right leg. That's it. If your neck is stiff like mine, you can roll your head around. Give a snap, crackle, pop. Nice. And now come back up and let's switch sides. Left leg's gonna come back out. Right leg's gonna come in. We start with the left elbow on the left thigh, and then the palm faces up. And then you're just gonna reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, stretching the rib cage and the right side body. Reach, reach, reach. And now bend the elbow and then use these little pinchers, the thumb, to kind of dig into the neck. Oh yeah, so good. Give yourself a massage right behind the nape of the neck and right where the muscles come into the spine of the neck. And now we use the left arm as a lever, so the elbow is going to dig into the left thigh, and you're going to roll the waist and the rib cage towards the right. The right elbow is going to reach up towards the ceiling. Reach, and now lean your head and neck back into your arm, opening up the armpit and underneath the side body. Take a few breaths here. And now release the right arm and we go across, we go over towards the left leg, side bending. And if it felt good on the other side, kind of roll your head around. And then come up and extend both legs out in front of you. We even things out now. Shake, shake, shaky, shaky. Last time, inhale. Fourfold on your exhale. Maybe you can go a little deeper this time. One more breath. Beautiful. And then coming up, and let's go all the way onto our back. So come all the way down to the floor on your back and draw your knees into your chest and take a couple breaths just in this shape. Draw the knees in, hug. Oh, so good. And then placing your palms on the tops of your knees, we make those little circles in one direction with the knees and the hips, the legs circle. And then circle in the other direction. You breathing? Wish I could see you in person, soon coming. And then come back to center and widen around and in. Widen around and in. Woo, and then switch the direction. In and widen around. In and widen around. Nice. And then bring the knees back into the chest. And then draw the right arm out to the side like a T. Let's take a twist. And then scoot the hips to the right as you drop both knees to the left. Let's circle the right wrist one way. Oh, yeah. And then the other way. And then you're going to place the left hand like right underneath that right kneecap. Yeah. And then just kind of give it a little tug, like pull the top of that thigh away. You'll feel a little bit more of a stretch along the top of the right hip. Right? Breathe there. Oh, yeah. And then come back to center. Pull the knees into the chest for just a beat. And then let's switch sides. Left arm comes out to the side like a T. Scoot both hips to the left first. And then drop your knees over to the right. Let's circle the left wrist one way. Let's circle it the other way. And then bring your right palm just underneath the top of the left kneecap and just kind of pull a little bit. And you'll feel more of a elongation and stretch along the IT band and the top of the left hip. Breathe into it. Nice. Go back to center and pull the knees into the chest. Let's find happy baby. Soles of the feet wide. Grab a hold of either the inner arches or the outer arches of your feet. Doesn't matter. Whichever feels more comfortable to you. And then rock your hips from side to side. Ugh. Nice. And then come back to center. And then let's go ahead and spread our legs nice and wide so you can grab either the inner thighs, the calves, or the feet. And then both knees back into the chest and extend the left leg flat or bend the knee, whichever one feels better on your back. So you get to decide. You can try them both on and see which one feels better. And go ahead and circle the right knee one way and then circle it the other way. And then bring the right knee just wide out to the side towards the right shoulder and then pull it in. And then bring the knee back to center and let's roll the right ankle one way. And then roll it the other way. And then go ahead and straighten the right leg. And so don't pull the leg towards the thigh yet. Just keep it straight up and down so you can kind of grab the back of the thigh. And then let's flex and point the right toes. Just kind of flex the foot and point. So when you flex, you drive out of the heel. And then when you point, you drive out of the balls of the toes. And then let's circle that ankle one way. Oh, it feels so good. And then circle it the other way. And now you can bring your thigh closer to your chest, closer to your thigh closer to your chest. Couple breaths. And then release the torso. And let's go ahead and externally rotate that leg, open it out to the side. One more breath. And then come up and let's take it into a twist. So come up and come over. Now you can bend the bottom knee if that feels more accessible. You can bend the top leg, whatever feels better in your body. You can kind of try them both on and see and explore. Like, oh, that feels good. Bending feels good. Take a couple breaths in each shape. One more breath. And then rolling back onto your back. Let's find a happy baby. So you're gonna grab a hold of the inner arch of the right foot, and then you're gonna press that leg and the knee down towards the outside of the right shoulder and towards the armpit. Nice. You wanna take a breath or so with the leg straight, you can do that. And then come back. And then pull the knee into the chest, nose to knee, so we squeeze the internal organs a little bit. And then release. Nice work. Other side. Left knee comes in. And then we just kind of circle that knee and hip joint one way. And then you circle it the other way. And then you bring the knee to the outside, to the left shoulder, towards the armpit. And then bring the knee back into the chest, and let's just circle the ankle one direction. And then circle it the other way. Nice. And then straighten the leg. So these first few breaths, the leg is straight up and down. And you can grab a hold of the back of the thigh, and we flex and point. So when you flex, you drive the heel up towards the ceiling, and then you point. And so drive and flex and point, and push and flex and point. One more step, push and flex. And now let's go ahead and circle the ankle one way. Oh, that feels good. And then circle it the other way. And now if you want to go ahead and lift your torso and reduce the gap between the thigh and the torso, feel free. And then release the torso, and then externally rotate the leg, bring it out to the side. And then come up. And let's take it across. And once again, you can bend that bottom knee if it feels better on your lower back. There's no right or wrong way to do any of these poses. You can bend both knees if that feels better, right? Or you can work with straight legs. Or you can play with both. Like, oh, take a couple breaths with the knees bent, or take a couple breaths with the legs straight. Two more rounds of breath. Last round. Oh, so nice. Come back to center. Let's go for that half happy baby. So the sole, left palm into the sole of the left foot. And once again, you can bend the right knee or straighten the leg. You can try them both on and see which feels better on your lower back. And then if you want to play with the legs straight for a few breaths, feel free. And then come back to half happy baby. And now we do full happy baby again. So bring the other leg up. And then if you want to rock, you can rock. If you want to stay still, you can stay still. And then let's do bend the right knee. So grab a hold of the left ankle and straighten the right leg. And then switch, grab a hold of the right ankle and straighten the left leg. You can grab a hold of the shin, the calf, the thigh, whatever you can access. There's no right or wrong way to do these. Let's do one more set. So bend the left, straighten the right. And then switch, bend the right as you straighten the left. And then bring the soles of the feet together and then just kind of lift and lower the feet. Lift and lower. And then release that and place the soles of the feet hip distance on your mat. Let's do some dynamic bridges. So you're going to inhale, lift the hips and bring the arms overhead. And exhale, release everything back down. Couple times like this, using the rhythm of your breath to initiate the movement. Nice and fluid, deep, sweet, smooth breaths. 2 more times with movement. 1 more time with little movement. And this next time, come up and stay up for a few breaths. Dig the heels in, lift the chest, lift the toes up for a couple breaths, dig the heels. 1 more breath. And then let that go. Oh, so nice. Let's thread the needle. Right ankle on top of left knee. Place your right palm on the top of the right knee and just take a couple breaths, just kind of opening up that knee, lowering it down towards the floor. And then let's go ahead and thread the needle. So the right hand comes through the hole and the left hand can either be behind the thigh or on the shin, your choice. One more breath. And then release that. Let's switch sides. So left ankle now to the top of the right knee. Place the left palm on top of the left knee and just take a couple breaths, just kind of encouraging that hip to open, getting it in the right direction. And now let's thread the needle. Once again, grabbing a hold of whatever is most comfortable to you. Could be the back of the thigh, could be the shin. The shin's a little deeper. One more breath here. And then release, let that go. You're gonna rock yourself up. And let's find pigeon pose. Right shin forward, left leg back. And take a couple breaths to extend through the torso and push the ball, the top of the left foot, down in the floor. You're gonna feel a deep opening in the left psoas, right underneath the groin. And then walk yourself down. You can stack your palms on top of each other and rest your forehead on top of your palms. One more cycle of breath. And then crawl yourself up and tuck your toes underneath you and press yourself up and back to downward dog and just kind of pedal out the feet. Oh, let it feel good. Drop one hip down, sink the other hip down. And then reach the left leg up and back. And then come into pigeon pose on the left side. And we do that same thing we did on the other side for a breath or two, just kind of extending through the sternum and the torso and pressing the top of the right foot down. When I do that, I can feel my inner groin and my right thigh, the top of my right thigh, stretch. When you're ready, crawl yourself down. If you like that form, if you like the way it felt to stack your palms on top of each other and rest your forehead on top of your palms, you can do that. One more breath. And then draw your torso up and sweep your back leg forward. Just kind of whoop, sweep it forward. And then you're going to place your palms behind you and plant your feet on the floor, hip distance. We're just going to kind of lift the hips up in the tabletop and then release. And then lift and release. One more time, lift and then release. And now let's come all the way back down to the floor again. One vertebra at a time, go slowly. And I know some of you like to do inversions, so you can either just keep your legs straight up. This is a very passive inversion, right? If you have a shoulder stand practice, you can do shoulder stand. If you have a roller, you can place a roller underneath your hips and elevate your legs. Passive inversion. And then feel free to play here, like anything that makes you happy. You can spread your legs wide out to the side. You can drop one leg down with the other one forward, or whatever makes you happy. You can just kind of explore the range of motion of your hips. Get a little lubrication going. Couple more breaths. You can flex and point and circle the ankles around. So nice. Last breath. And then draw the knees into your chest. If you're on a roller, stay on the roller. Keep your hips up on the roller. If you're not on a roller, your back is flat on the ground, and you just draw your knees into your chest. Beautiful. And then if you're on your roller, you're going to slowly roll off the roller. Nice. And then from here, we're going to do a plow pose. One more breath in plow. And then roll down one vertebra at a time. And then line up your pinky toes, the outer edges of the mat, and draw your arms wide out to the side like a T, and draw both knees to the left. And come back to center and draw both knees over to the right. And then come back to center and one more set, but adding on a little bit if you feel like it. So both knees to the left. And if you're going to go a little deeper and add on, you're going to lift the left foot off the floor and bring it over to the right knee and use that as a lever to kind of let the right hip elongate a little deeper. One more set of breath. And then release that and let's switch sides. So drop both knees over to the right. And if you're doing that little add-on feature, the right foot's gonna come off the floor and it's gonna go onto the top of the left knee. And then you're gonna lower that right knee back down to the floor. And you're gonna use that foot as a lever to kind of release a little bit more on the left side of your lower back. Deep belly breaths. One more set of breath. So nice. And then come back to center, roll back on your back, and leave your pinky toes lined up with the outer edges of your mat, and let both knees fall in towards each other. Try not to clench your jaw or your eyes or your facial muscles. Just let everything be soft. Let your breath soften your facial muscles. And now bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees be wide. Any variation with your arms. You can have them over your head. You can have them by your side. You can have one hand on your heart and the other one below your navel. Just kind of checking in and grounding yourself and quieting your mind and reminding yourself to be an observer, a witness. Our mind is so busy, especially now. In these times of uncertainty and unrest, it's so important to remind yourself to just kind of ground down, quiet, turn your mind off. Listen to the sound of your breath. And then go ahead and extend your legs and take your palms and rub them together. Create a little friction and heat. And then place your palms on your eyelids. Let's do that again. Create a little friction. And then place your palms on your eyelids. Last time. Third time's a charm. Little friction, and then place the palms right on top of your eyelids and feel that warmth radiating through the palms right into your eye sockets. And now let's set ourselves up for Sweet Shavasana. If you have a roller or a pillow and you want to place it underneath your knees for a little spinal traction, I highly recommend that. And so before you get settled, you're going to kind of wiggle your hips and your shoulders and your head from side to side. Get all that wiggle out. And then settle in for a few minutes. Close your eyes. Let's take a cleansing breath in through the nose. And then cleansing breath out. One more time. Deep breath in through the nose. Audible exhale. Get steady, get still, get quiet for a few minutes. And slowly coming back to the surface by making small circular movements with your fingers and your toes and your ankles and your wrists. And then reaching your arms overhead for a full body stretch. So stretch out of your lower back. Really reach and stretch. And then draw your knees into your chest and give them a tug. Don't be in a hurry. And then rock yourself up to a comfortable seated position with your eyes closed. Just taking a moment here, right, to really absorb the effects of quiet and empty mind. So relax your eyelids, relax your jaw, relax your facial muscles, relax your shoulders. Let your elbows be heavy, stack your spine, sit tall, and just practice mindfulness for a few breaths here. See your breath come in, see your breath go out. Watch your breath come in. Watch your breath go out. One more cycle of breath. And bring our hands together at our hearts, sealing our practice by bowing our heads in deep gratitude. May there be peace in our hearts. May there be peace in our homes. May there be peace in the world. Namaste. Thank you guys. I'm going to unmute you so we can all kind of check in and say goodbye.